so this is the biggest chicken I have ever seen in my life. It is 5 kgs. And the lovely people from Veldt Reared sent this to me. Honestly, I don't even know where to begin, but I'm excited. I'm gonna give it a shot. You're gonna be here with me. And yeah, it's just safe to say that the chickens in South Africa are built a little bit differently. Okay, so first thing I did was Google how to cook a massive chicken. That didn't really work. So the next thing I searched was how to cook a turkey. Okay, so what we're gonna need for cooking this massive chook is some carrots. First step is to put the onions in the behind of the chicken. I have no idea what I'm doing. I added 2 slabs of butter to make a nice gravy from the broth. Poured a ton of local South African olive oil on the chicken. Next step, I scored the chicken skin and stuffed the rosemary in it, and then added some more lemon over the top. I set the oven to 180, and once it was preheated, I chucked the chook in the oven. Okay, so the massive chook is in the oven. Chicken is one of my favorite sources of meat and protein. I just don't think you can get a better source of protein, but there's a couple of problems. The first one is that most chicken farmers really do treat their animals like absolute garbage. Their living conditions are terrible. They don't roam outside. They're kept in small cages. I even think now the term free range is being thrown around so haphazardly that what does it even mean now? I mean, free range now means that you get to roam in a box that big instead of that big. That's what free range means now. So the lines are very arbitrary of what it means to be free range, non-free range. And another big problem is that farmers feed their chicken a very, very cheap byproduct, often of soy or anything that's really cheap, like a cheap grain source. And because chickens are monogastric, meaning they have one stomach, whatever they eat goes into their fat and into their skin. So if they are eating cheap soy, grain, or something that is not of the highest quality, whatever they eat, you are invariably going to consume. And there's tons of research to show that things like soy or cheap chicken feed does affect you hormonally. We eat 10 times more chicken than beef. 10 times. That is crazy. And I think that number's only going to increase as the years go by. And this is because chicken is seen as a clean meat source. And this clean meat source has essentially driven the demand for chicken way up there, to the point where supermarkets and big chains in South Africa like Woolies will sell chicken and promote it as this health conscious product. Even certain medical aid providers actually reward you for eating chicken because it's seen as this clean meat source. But it's safe to say the guys at Veldt Reared really know how to farm chicken in the most humane and ancestrally aligned way as possible. And I really absolutely love this. And I can honestly say that through eating their chicken products over the last month or so, I have without a doubt noticed a difference in the taste between Veldt Reared, or let's just say pasture-raised chicken that roams in the veldt of South Africa on the pastures, eats a natural diet, and the chicken that you get in the store, which is fed on these cheap grain products and things that are just meant to fatten them up as quickly as possible so they can slaughter them and sell them to you. But the chicken's nearly done. Let's see how this massive bird came out. Veldt Reared supports ethical regenerative farming practices, and their chicken has no antibiotics, glyphosate, brine, or any weird stuff. Their chicken is 100% pasture chicken, fed on Veldt and non-GMO feed. Please go follow Veldt Reared on Instagram at Veldt Reared. Thank you so much to the guys from Veldt Reared for sending this amazing 5 kilogram chicken that tested all my will and strength to cook it. And they sent me a whole bunch of products, and I really implore you to firstly choose local, and secondly, if you're going to buy chicken, it needs to be from the best source. So Veldt Reared for me is one of the best sources of pasture-raised, Veldt Reared chicken in South Africa. They really are stepping up the game. And once you try something like this, like a real tasting South African farm-raised chicken, I don't think you could go back. So again, thank you so much to the guys from Veldt Reared. And thanks to you for supporting this channel. It really goes a long way to help fund my work. So I greatly appreciate your presence. It's an honor to walk this path with you, and I'm wishing you a blessed day or blessed night further wherever you are in the world. Until the next one. Cheers for now.